Tank already told us he was done. So what did you expect? Did you expect him to go ahead and lock up the division? Absolutely not. Look back on my page. About a year ago, I put up the video where Tank said himself, he is not worried about legacy. He's going to get a check. He's going to get some money, and he's done. Listen, I'm not all the way mad at Tank either. Although this does, in my opinion, put him out the league when it comes to a Hall of Fame ballot, because you have to be more than an undefeated one belt champion in today's world, boxing world, to be a Hall of Famer. However, I'm not 100% mad at Tank, because the boxing business is the most corrupt business I have ever seen in my life. They're quick to mandate fights, these sanctioning bodies, mandate fights, strip titles from fighters if they don't take these mandated fights. See examples like Alexander Usyk. The man got undisputed on the Saturday and got stripped on the Sunday. The same thing with Bud Crawford. He got undisputed on a Saturday and got stripped on the Monday, the IBF. Then you've got the WBC, who took the belt from Dmitry Bivol because they tried to force him to fight David Benavidez instead of honoring the trilogy with Arthur Beterbiev. So there are some really ugly politics in the sport of boxing. Fights we don't want to see, fights we do want to see, but fights we also don't get to see. I would love to see Tank Davis go ahead and fight Shakur Stevenson. I would love to see Tank Davis fight knucklehead Keyshawn Davis. I would love to see the undisputed 135 division. However, the politics and the business of boxing has wrecked the integrity. And I'll get back to that in just a moment. So Tank Davis has his own issues as well. He just got a domestic violence charge dropped. He's had another domestic violence incident, like a few domestic violence incidents, but we've also seen him rough up a young lady at an event. So Tank might have some mental issues, personal issues, and things that he wants to get fixed. Why not go ahead, get out this corrupt business, get your money, and get out while you still got your common sense? Can't blame him all the way right there. However, I don't even think he cares about the Hall of Fame ballot, honestly, because like he said, he's not looking for legacy. He wants money. What other way to get that check than someone with great business acumen? I can't hate on Jake Paul. Come on, listen, stop before y'all start. Listen. I am not a Jake Paul fan. I will not watch a Jake Paul fight. I believe in integral boxing, as to where you come up through the amateur ranks like you're supposed to. You know, you win your golden gloves and your national regional golden gloves, national golden gloves, possibly even try out for the Olympics, the Worlds, whatever the case may be. You get a nice amateur pedigree, you turn pro, you build yourself up through the ranks authentically. However, with the emergence of this thing that you're watching me on right now, Jake Paul is showing and teaching at the same time. This is a learning lesson for amateur fighters and early pros. It's a learning lesson for you all. So don't be so spiteful that you missed the lesson. Because the lesson is that if you have a brand, you get pushed to the front of the line. Your brand, fighters, listen, I don't care if you're boxing, MMA, kickboxing, if you're in the combat sport, if you're on the internet, whatever, your brand is the most important thing that speaks for you, because it speaks for you before you open your mouth. Jake Paul's brand and business acumen pushed him to the front of the boxing line, to the point where the WBA even gave him a number 14 ranking. I don't know if it got withdrawn or recalled or whatever. I've seen a lot of articles, nothing valid or whatever that makes me think that, hey, it's 100%, withdrawn or whatever. However, the fact that that even existed, and there are plenty of other fighters who are working up those ranks without a brand, that should show you have to work on your brand, your presence, being seen, doing things, coat drives, I don't care what it is, food drives, community. Like, you have to build a brand. So Jake Paul's brand, Jake Paul the businessman, and Jake Paul the boxer are two different individuals. That's the way I'm going to break it down. So Jake Paul the businessman, you cannot be mad at Jake Paul the businessman. His business acumen is A1. Not only does he have a great brand, but what he is doing for women's boxing, we've never seen before. All women's cards on major networks. Come on. He's signing his own fighters. He's giving them opportunities that they've never seen before. He's giving them checks and payments that they've never seen before. He's bringing women's boxing to the forefront. Can't be mad at that man at all. That is an A1 businessman. Now, because he is an A1 businessman, he has inserted himself into that. Now, with utter disgust, like I said, I'm not a Jake Paul, the fighter, boxer fan at all. He has gotten the permission from the world, the boxing world, to fight in an exhibition, because we knew that Mike Tyson fight was an exhibition too. An exhibition with some of the best fighters that a lot of fighters are never going to be able to step in the ring with. Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson, and that fight was disgusting. I didn't watch it. I just saw little clips or whatever the case may be. I can't watch that. Tank Davis. Shakur Stevenson is not going to get a chance to fight Tank Davis. Knucklehead Davis is not going to be able to fight Tank Davis. So he's getting the opportunity that a lot of people don't get. Even though it's an exhibition, you still get to get in there and share the ring with people. Even though he targets old MMA fighters, old washed up fight, Julio Chavez Jr. Come on, man. We know what he's doing. However, because he has the brand, he gets to do that. So like I said, I hope you fighters are watching, because the sport of boxing has no integrity. Zero integrity in the sport of boxing. Business and then boxing. Boxing is a business. Boxing is a business. You can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at that, because if you are, you'll just be trying to form your own little backyard league, like these little rinky-dink YouTube videos out here with people fighting in the backyard. Boxing is a business first. Therefore, the business of boxing is going to do business with the businessman, Jake Paul. They're going to put that first. The integrity has been gone. The integrity has been gone since the days of separating weigh-ins to the fights on separate days, where fighters can rehydrate 20, 25 plus pounds overnight. Weigh in as a welterweight, fight as a middleweight or super middleweight. We've seen it happen. So we know that the integrity is gone. We've got individuals losing their lives trying to make these superb weight drains. You got Chris Eubank wrapped in a sweet potato bag, looking like a raisin, fighting weight classes below what we know he should be fighting at. So the integrity is gone. We've been noticed that the integrity has been gone. So with you fighters coming up, you amateur fighters coming up, getting ready to turn pro, you have to think about what it is you're really getting into. Consider it. Is legacy really worth it, like Tank Davis is saying? Is it really worth it? Is it really worth the risk? To him, it's not. Politic-wise, it may not be. However, you have to recognize that you have to brand yourself. You can't be invisible. You can't be, we're in an age where boxing is not the only thing that you can do. And this, like I said, this goes to MMA, this goes to boxing, this goes to kickboxers, this goes to anybody in a combat sport or just anybody in the world of business, period. You don't have a brand, expect to disappear and expect for nobody to invest and do business with you, because everything is a business first. Boxing is a business first. We've seen fighters get put in certain positions before other fighters based on their look and their brand. We seen Anthony Joshua, nothing personal against Anthony Joshua. However, we seen how fast he was pushed up. He wasn't ready for what he was handed, but we seen how fast he was pushed up because he looked like a black Thanos. We seen that. So he had the marketable look. Branding is important. Branding is A1. So don't just be out there boxing. If you want to get out here and make it a successful career and make millions of dollars, you better do more than be in the gym, hitting these bags and being in shape. That's only part of it now. You have to separate being the athlete and being the businessman. You have to, or businesswoman. You have to be both. The business person and the athlete have to be one whole package. Jake Paul has proven that. Jake Paul has proven that. You can be mad all you want to. Like I said, my personal bias, I'm not a fan of Jake Paul, the fighter. However, I'm a fan of Jake Paul, the businessman. You've got to take note, you've got to take lessons, and you've got to respect game. Game respects game. Whether he bought himself in or not, the brand brought him in. Build your brands. Fighters, build your brands, please. Build your brands like you're building your records. Okay? Work on your image. Stop all this pointless stuff that y'all doing outside the ring to make you look foolish. Build a nice professional brand if you want to stay in this business. If not, your career is going to be short-lived. What do you all think? I'll be responding to your comments below. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's talk boxing.